Hi and welcome to today's video. And today's video is really something that comes up a lot with my runners. Is when they first come to us, the biggest thing is that most of them have hit a plateau. And what I mean by that is a lot of them, and I don't know if this is for a lot of older runners, they keep on doing the same thing, but they're getting different results. They're not getting the results they want. And the reason for that is their bodies are changing, but they haven't adapted to that change. And they just think, oh, well, that's just me getting old. Nothing I can do about that. And really what I share on this video is that's how I was 5-6 years ago. And that's not how I am now. I had some luck, and I share really what I think was that luck and what I think you should look at adapting and changing to get yourself out of a plateau. And that age, though often cited by yourself and probably people around you as the main reason for a decline or a plateau, actually it is part of it, but it's not the whole story. And whilst you can't control your age, the things I'm going to share with you, you can control and improve your running from the age you are now and get the best from yourself and enjoy your running. Anyway, that's enough said. Let's crack on with the 8 years ago. I was fit, but kind of stuck in a frustrating running rut. Despite my efforts, my performance had plateaued and the prospects of improvement seemed remote and rather depressing, if I'm being completely honest. I read articles, watched videos on enhancing running skills, but it just seemed I needed something tailored for someone like me, someone who was that time in their early mid-50s, and it just seemed like I was continually surrounded by runners half my age, and all the advice was around that. It was like I was training really hard but getting less and less of the desired results. I felt I deserved better results than my training was giving me. I kept hearing well-meaning people imply that it was all downhill from now at my age, and that the decline was just something that was bound to happen at my age. Now, this is a familiar story for many older runners. You hit a plateau and the world seems to tell you that your best days are behind you. The feeling of stagnation isn't just about physical limits. It's about the mental block that comes with age-related stereotypes that many of us face in society day to day as we get older. When I look back at that period of my life, I shudder because I think what could have happened by accepting those misleading steady decline narratives, I would have given up on my dreams. I would have never have become a running coach. I'd never met Liam, who I work with. And most importantly, I would have robbed myself of the immense happiness and satisfaction that I gained from my running, say, over the last 6 or 7 years. This isn't just about running, in my opinion. It's about giving up on a part of who you are due to age. However, I'm here as a testament to the fact that age, people say it's just a number. No, it's not. But what you do with that number will have the most impact on the results you get from your running. For example, now nearly 60 years old, I recently ran 16 miles training for a 100k ultramarathon in June 2024. I felt alive, revitalized. 8 years ago, feeling like I do now would have seemed not likely at all. But it's far from impossible. Though the way many runners my age train, it does become sadly improbable. It's clear now that breaking through a running plateau is possible, especially as an older runner. But what it's about is adapting your training, understanding your body's changing needs, and maintaining a resilient mindset so that you can deal with outside interference, if you like. So with that in mind, let me share with you how best to bust out of a potential running plateau or rut you may find yourself in at this moment. First of all, meet yourself where you're presently at. Often runners need to be tuned into where they are presently at in their running. What I mean by this is, what is your level of experience? So ask yourself questions such as, What is your longest run in the last 8 weeks? What is your average mileage, say, over the last 6 months to a year? What struggles have you had with your running over the last, say, 3 months? All these questions build up a picture. I ask these questions to many of the runners I coach. Number 2, the past can be your friend or as a foe as a runner. History is not something that is about what happened. It can indicate patterns that, if not attended to, will repeat on a runner. Number 3, avoid the grey zone, what I call ego running. This is absolutely massive. Too many older runners are running their easy runs too hard, and their speed work needs to be more intense, but tends to be too long. The workout's too elongated, resulting in a mishmash of running that blends into one, delivering subpar results, but increasing the risk of injury, burnout, and frustration. Does that sound a little bit familiar? When I ask my runners to run easy, I often get this response, but it seems too easy. My question in return to that is, too easy for whom or what? What I mean by this is, too easy for who means that often a runner is making a comparison with how they usually run their easy runs or someone else. The simple, harsh truth is, how they have performed their easy runs in the past has not delivered the results they desired or wanted, and how someone else runs their easy runs has no connection with how they should be run, how other runners should run their easy runs. Most runners do not consider how easy they can run and get the adaptations that they need to improve, and secretly would prefer to run harder and faster just because it feels good. Now, there's nothing actually wrong with that, as long as you know what you are doing when you're doing that, and that you could run easier and still get the same results with less risk. However, many runners want their running cake and eat it. They run with their egos, run their easy runs too hard, and they expect results. What they often get instead is frustration and injuries. The hard reality is you only lose 100% of the time when you argue with a running reality, a running fact. So even when a runner has a great training plan, it does not guarantee success, because the plan is just a map, a guide for solving a problem, the problem that you have to run faster. However, if you run your training at incorrect intensities, the map often gets blamed if the race day's results are not achieved. Older runners need to remember the running plan is just a map, as I say, not the actual reality. The dosage of intensities you decide to run those workouts in will unlock the plan's secrets. Suppose the plan is a map. You are its compass and guide. If you don't trust yourself fully to be that guide, please have a look at what I can offer and get someone to guide you yourself, because that really is it. The plan is there. It's the problem to solve for you. But if you don't trust yourself, you are going to approach that plan with uncertainty and little trust. So you're going to be knocked off course very, very easily. So whilst many people resist something like a coach, and because of cost, what you've got to also look at is, what does uncertainty do in relation to time wasted trying to work out if you're doing the plan at the right intensities, basically if you're getting the right dosage. Anyway, hopefully this video's helped. If you want to know more about this, then what I'd suggest, a couple of things. You could look at our Marathon Maximiser. That's a free 10-day workshop where we look at this side of it, like ego running, and how you can train at the right intensities to get the best results so that you turn up on race day feeling more confident that you are going to get the results you want. We've got our paid program, the Foundations program, that literally is 8 weeks for you to be able to become a more certain trainer so that you get predictable results from your training. So we guide you over 8 weeks, coach you over 8 weeks through a plan so that you start to get a feel for the intensities, so that even if at the end of the 8 weeks you don't want to carry on coaching with us, we've taught you how to fish instead of just give you a fish. So that would be 2 main ways that we could help you. If you like your content a little bit shorter and sharper, then check me out on Instagram as Lee Boniface. I'm sure I'll pop up. There's not that many Lee Boniface. Anyway, hopefully this has helped. If you've got any comments, please fire away. I'd love to hear them. Bye for now.